フロントウィング。グリザイアの果実。
Hello, everybody. Hope you're all doing well. Oh, I gotta move this guy back up from when playing Kingdom Hearts. Alright, good. So yeah, hope everyone's doing well. Damn chords. So, we're back with Fruit of Grisaia. Obviously. When we left off yesterday, we had our beach episode. We all kind of went to the beach. And things happened, of course. Normal beach shenanigans, teaching people how to swim kind of thing. And then it was, after that, the next day, we were able to actually begin to get on a route, if potentially. And it looked like we could have gotten on Makina's route. Because she wants us to be her daddy. Like her actual father. She wants us to be her father and her be our daughter. She would pay us money so we would be an actual literal father for her to replace her, I guess, dead father. Or just absent. I'm 100% sure. Yeah, it's weird. Well, we did not take the money. But we still said we'd do it. At the very least, just kind of being there for her, and she was satisfied with that. So, yeah, I do have a save, though, right at that decision, so when we eventually do want to do Makina's route, we can just go back to it. And I will be doing that for all the girls' routes, obviously. Just because all the choices so far have had nothing. All the other choices we've done, which mostly have just been kind of with Sachi of all people, didn't amount to anything. But the only choice that really matters is in these upcoming scenes. And every other scene before then was just kind of like slice of life, getting to know them kind of thing. So I can just easily go back, alright, starting their route, boom, that kind of thing. Alright. So we'll continue on, and we'll see whose route would be next. Man's work, woman's work. I got a feeling that's a Mane. We'll see, though. So we'll just continue on. I'll make my saves, and then we'll make our choice on whose route we're going to get on, though I think I know whose route we're going to get on. I'm accustomed to being used by others. After all, at my part-time job, it's not considered acceptable to second-guess your orders, let alone defy them. Once you're given instructions, you're expected to carry them out to the letter, without question, without hesitation, and without doubt. In other words, there's no right to disobey. Then again, simply do what you're told, and you'll always be provided with the necessities of life. There's no need to agonize over your decisions when you're not the one making them. Okay, words. I don't know, this actually might be Sachi then. Because she'll just do whatever the hell you tell her. In that sense, it's a very easy life. Never mind, Amane. Don't worry about it. I'm currently carrying a metal overhead projector down the hallway. In our increasingly computerized age, this sort of bulky machine is already well down the road to complete obsolescence, I think. It's obsolete. But a fraction of the teaching staff, specifically those older than 50, don't seem to have gotten the memo. That's fair, actually. I remember Are they overhead projector? What the hell are they? Some type of projector where it was a big metal box thing with a crook arm that has lights on it. Teachers would put down, you know, notes printed on clear paper so it would project onto the screen, and they could, you know, write on it so they could, you know, work out problems and whatnot as they go for everybody to see. Those are getting slowly more replaced with stuff like smart boards and just straight up projectors. Hell, it's kind of interesting that now most classrooms are now coming with a projector standard, just built into the ceiling, not something they have to bring in on their own or is added later or only in specific rooms. Technology has come a very, very long way. And obviously, those that are so used to the older stuff are going to be the ones that fight hardest against it, because that's how it is. They don't understand it. They don't understand computers. How do I computer? We think it's easy because we grew up with it while our minds were developing. Their minds are already developed, so it's a lot harder to figure out. Just watch, 20, 30 years time, something new and fangled has come out, and we're not gonna understand what the hell it's doing. We're not gonna get it right away. We're gonna prefer the old stuff. And the kids will be like, oh, so old-fashioned. Who uses a smartphone anymore kind of thing? It's gonna be stuff like that. Technology is just moving so fast, and we're all just struggling to keep up. As a general rule, these older instructors prefer to use handwritten transparencies as visual aids for their lessons. Yeah, that's exactly what I was talking about. Personally, I don't really like to complain about the elderly not moving with the times, but every classroom in this school has a retractable LCD projector mounted in the ceiling. So being forced to lug this heavy thing around for every lesson is definitely enough to inspire a few exasperated sighs.
なんかさ、今まではこういう仕事って全部私に回ってきたから、ユージが来てくれたおかげで助かるよ。
You're seriously exaggerating. This is nothing. Saving people is something else entirely. Something much, much more difficult. In the first place, Amane isn't my superior or anything. I have the right to turn her request down flat. Since I'm not exercising that right, I'm acting out of my own free will. There's nothing to thank me for. Anyway, I'm just trying to show off in front of a woman. Pure self-interest, and now I hate him again.
へえ、でもさ、嫌いな子の前でいいとこ見せる必要なんてないもんね。それってつまり、ユージは私のことを好きなんだ。
As a general rule, I dislike women who ask me annoying questions. You don't have to follow me around, by the way. I know where the equipment room is.
またそうやってすぐ意地悪なこと言う。女の子にそういう態度取るのがかっこいいとか思ってるなら、それ勘違いだからね。
Yeah, no one likes you being an asshole. That a fact? Let me rephrase that then. Leave this to me, Amane. You go on ahead. I'll catch up later.
それって死亡フラグじゃん。
Amane, once this job's done, let's get married.
いや、だから、それ死亡フラグだってば。 つうか冗談だって分かっててもドキッとするからあんまそういうこと言わないでよ。私結構本気にしちゃうタイプだし。
Duly noted.
まあいいわ。どこにでもついてくる鬱陶しい女だって思われるのもあれだし、後のことは任せてもいいのね。
You did just say you could, so by all means. Yeah, not a problem.
じゃあさ、私先に帰って晩ご飯の用意するね。何が食べたい？
What?
だから今日の晩ご飯私が作ってあげる。何がいい？
You really don't need to do that.
別にお礼じゃないわよ。私が勝手に作りたいって言ってるだけ。
I'll be honest, I use that line sometimes. Actually, I use that a lot. I'm doing it because I want to. I don't need to do it. I want to do it. I say that all the time because really, if I want to do something, I want to do it. I don't feel obligated. Yeah, when it comes to helping your friends and stuff, do it because you want to, not because you feel like you need to, kind of thing. I don't know. I'm just kind in general. I like doing things for people. Yeah. Anyway. Let's see how this gets turned around on us. Look.
そうでも言わなきゃあんたちっとも食べに来ないじゃない。あんたの分も用意しておくからちゃんと食べに来るのよ。いい？
Hey! Hold on! Unilaterally announcing a schedule as if the matter has already been decided, then disappearing before I have time to object. And it's a favorite trick of the crafty older woman. By repeating this process numerous times, they deeply imprint the idea, I can't oppose this woman, onto my subconscious. Ultimately depriving me of the ability to voice any resistance to their plans. Well, when you're a fucking stick in the mud like you, they gotta do this shit. They'll just say, okay, we're doing this, it's happening, be there. And then just bye. Because you're a fucking stick in the mud that'll just work out, eat your bowl of day-old rice, and then call it quits. Why exactly do these sort of sly women flock around me like moths to a flame? At this point, I'm half convinced it's some kind of a curse. Pushy girl. Watching Amane bound jauntily off down the hallway, I heave a light sigh. In the next moment, the cell phone in my breast pocket begins to buzz with a harsh electronic sound. As the ringing phone vibrates against me, I feel the warmth drain from my chest. It's my black cell phone. The one I was given for work. I pull the phone out of my pocket and glance at the LCD screen. Caller's name is displayed Julia. First and foremost among the sly women in my life. After a short, deep breath, I press the answer button and hold the phone to my ear. First thing I hear is electronic noise, as the caller's converted from a general analog line to an encrypted digital connection. That, and the commanding voice of a woman. A voice that brooks no opposition. In answer to her clipped, succinct, whatever words. That's a word. I offer a similarly terse and businesslike response. What's the situation?
Type B, 準待機。あなた、まだ学校にいるわね。17分後に迎えに行く。用意して。
Affirmative. She cuts off the call without warning before the word is completely out of my mouth. Par for the course. 17 minutes. Returning the phone in my hand to my breast pocket, I glance at the cheap digital wristwatch on my left wrist, which currently reads 4:50 p.m. Looking up, I hurriedly scan my surroundings. When I look back over my shoulder, I find Sakaki performing her usual languid intellectual girl act. One elbow resting on a windowsill as she sighs apathetically for no apparent reason. I call out to her without hesitation. Sakaki!
何？
Sakaki turns to look at me with a displeased frown on her face, roughly translatable as, I'm not deaf, and approaches me with obvious reluctance. Sorry, but could you take care of this?
は？
Something urgent just came up. You know where the equipment room is, right? I need you to take this back for me. Please.
ちょっと、どうして私が？
I owe you one.
あ、ちょ。
Not waiting for Sakaki's response, I turn my back on her and break into a run. She doesn't raise her voice to berate me, let alone chase after me. Exactly as I'd calculated beforehand. I'm pretty sure Sakaki loathes domineering men from the bottom of her heart. That hatred is so intense precisely because she can't offer much resistance to them. It takes me 1 minute and 40 seconds to reach my room. Since I ran all out, I've worked up a good sweat in that time. But thanks to the daily running regimen I kept up since coming here, my breathing is still pretty regular. I quickly peel myself out of my sweat-soaked school uniform and toss it carelessly aside. Opening the sack sitting in the corner of my room, I take out my change of clothes. Alright, so we actually got something kind of potentially nutty happening. Specifically, a green work uniform with the name of a cleaning company embroidered on the shirt, a cap of the same color, and a package of disposable adult diapers. The fuck? Huh? Alright, I'm confused. Huh? Well, all the steam has been taken out of my sails from that line alone. Alright. I was sort of getting into it, and now diaper appears. First order of business, I take a diaper out of the plastic packaging and wrap it around myself. In my line of work generally, and especially in my specific job, it's often impossible to take a bathroom break once you've taken your position. Oh, for fuck's sakes. I had a feeling that was what it was for, but oh my god. Fact of the matter is, I once spent several hours of a lengthy job stewing in my own piss. Jesus fuck. The discomfort I endured on that occasion is beyond my ability to express in words. As a direct result, I picked up the habit of wearing a disposable diaper to any job, no matter how minor. Fucking Christ. Can we just stop with this? As soon as I finish with the diaper, I slip on my light green work shirt. step into the trousers, tighten my belt, and put on my hat, completing my change into the frog uniform reviled by all who wear it. Finally, I put on a pair of deerskin gloves as a measure against possible injury to my fingertips, completing my preparations. Taking my phones out of my school uniform, I push them into my breast pocket and head for the door. As I reach for the doorknob, I take a final look back into the interior of my room. The school uniform scattered messily on the floor kind of stands out, but there's no reason to worry about it now. In this school, there aren't any superiors to chew me out about it while brandishing the punishment stick. Might as well just clean it up when, and if, I come back. There's always the possibility I'll never get that chance. But in that case, nobody's gonna be able to nag me about anything ever again. I burst out of the dorm and rush toward the school gate. My body feels light. Even as I burrowed my way into a lax student life, casually gathering small fragments of happiness with every passing day, even when I was startled to find my cheeks loosening into a spontaneous smile, even at the best of times, that underlying feeling of frustration never disappeared. That vague, heavy anxiety was always with me. And yet, with a single curt phone call, that weight has been lifted from my shoulders. My body moves freely, effortlessly. When you get down to it, this is how I was made. This is how I'm supposed to operate. This is what I am. As I try to convince myself of that, my body grows lighter still. But in exchange, I can feel the gaping, empty hole in my chest growing wider.
Huh? あれ、ユージ?
An unexpected voice brings me into a reflexive halt. When I turn, sure enough, Amane standing a few meters away.
なーに? その格好、どっか行くの?
Yeah. Got called into work all of a sudden.
そうなんだ。なんだっけ? 掃除屋さんだっけ? もしかして遅くなるの?
Well, I might not be able to make it back.
そっか。わかった。じゃあ私、晩ご飯用意して食べないで待っててあげる。
I don't know if I'm gonna be back at a reasonable hour.
いいよ、待ってる。でも、できるだけ早くね。ん？お返事は？
Alright.
よしよし。じゃあ、頑張って働いておいで。ちなみに晩ご飯のメニューは
God.
マキナの希望で酢豚に決まったから。何？もしかして酢豚は嫌い？パイナップルなら入れないよ。
That's not it. Thank you, Amane.
何？あんたがお礼言うなんてなんか変じゃない？
He doesn't. He thinks he might not come back. He could potentially not come back. So he's just trying to, I think, probably give her a clear conscience. Conscience is just like, thanks. Just kind of a thanks for everything kind of thing in case he don't come back. I think it's mostly for himself. Yeah, just to clear his own mind. It's like, okay, thanked her for everything she did. So if I die, I can die satisfied, I suppose. Okay, I'm heading out.
はい、いってらっしゃい。
行ってきまーす。
Okay, well, JB, you're actually a fucking character now, again. This is your second scene you showed up in. Do not say this was a fucking test to make sure he would actually pick up the phone. Look, woman. Don't just casually butt your way into a conversation between young people.
あ、ひどい。ねえ、ちょっと今の聞いた？ひどいよね、この子。
は
Why are you here?
何って迎えに行くって電話で言ったじゃない。ちゃんと人の話聞きなさいよ。
I don't remember anything about that ride being you.
そりゃそうよ。言ってないしね。
Okay, can you stop talking in that sugary tone of voice? It's raising my blood pressure.
ユージ
Right. As I may have mentioned before, this blonde clown is JB. Feel free to ignore her stupid jokes.
いやね、別にふざけてなんかないじゃない。
Stop talking. Let's just go.
髪を引っ張らないでっていつも言ってるでしょ。もう
Jesus fucking Christ.
それに挨拶ぐらいさせなさいよ。
Are you serious?
こんにちは。はじめましてなのかしら。ユージの保護者の春寺ユリアです。いつもうちのユージがお世話になっているみたいで、須尾あまねさん。
こんにちは。あれ、でもどうして私の名前を？
I mean, there's how many people at this fucking school? It's pretty easy to figure out who goes where.
それはもちろん。いつもお話はユージから聞いてるし。
Oh my god. Just trying to...
これ、私のお名刺。
You're trying to set us up with fucking Amane? It feels like you're trying to set us up because you're just a pushy little... Ugh. You're doing this mostly to torment Yuji, aren't you? Actually, that's 100% what you're doing.
どうも、有限会社朝日クリーン広報二課分室室長春寺ユリアさん。
Giving a business card in Japan is a big deal, honestly. Someone hands you the business card, you have to take it, and you actually gotta, like, really analyze that thing. You gotta look at it like you're actually trying to remember this information for them, because they gave it to you. And then you gotta put it away in a very specific spot, kinda, just to show reverence, in a way. It's a big thing of respect in Japan. The exchanging of business cards is huge. If someone hands you a business card and you just go like, oh, cool, stuff it in your pocket, here's disrespect. Don't do that. There's a whole etiquette thing for it there.
そう、気安く JB って呼んでいいのよ。
はあ。
That's more than enough, isn't it? Let's go, JB.
だから髪を引っ張らないで。
Dude! Ow! Stop pulling women's hair! Stop pulling hair in general! Later, Amane.
いってらっし
For once, she's stunned silent.
ゃい。なんなの今の人。
怒った？
Why would I be?
なんか私のことあの子たちに合わせたくないみたいじゃない。
That's right, I don't. You stink of gunpowder, JB.
そうかな。私匂う？
It was a figure of speech.
まあね。そりゃ急に来たのは悪かったわ。それは謝るけど、あんまり過敏になってもかえって怪しまれるわよ。気をつけなさい。
I know.
乗って。
This car never gets any less obnoxiously flashy. And the interior stinks of perfume.
火薬臭いよりはマシでしょ。文句言わないの。
As she speaks, JB leans over toward me in order to put on her seatbelt, her body exuding the same sweet smell of perfume that pervades the car. It's the raw scent of an adult woman. What the fuck? As a general rule, women sprinkle more perfume on themselves with every year they age. Some of them end up as walking air fresheners, but JB's fragrance isn't too unpleasant. Somewhat reminiscent of a mother's scent, if anything. The hell is a mother's scent? Better than the smell of gunpowder, to be sure. And what's our destination?
まずは横浜の営業所。そこで装備一式の受け渡しと、今回一緒に仕事をするメンバーと顔合わせを済ませて、その後は会社のワゴン車で移動。
Will I be working with a partner?
いいえ、今回もあなたは一人よ。他のメンバーとは別行動になるわ。
Then there's hardly any point in meeting them, is there?
会いたくないのならそれでも構わないけど、どうする？メンバーの中には女の子が2人いるよ。
Great, more women. Just what he needs, apparently. What does the team matter? I'll be with them for what? Part of the van ride? And their gender is even less relevant.
なんかイラついてるのね。最近ちゃんと眠れてる？
Can't. I'm still a shallow sleeper, and my dreams are always about the past.
少し眠っておいたら、会社に着いたら起こしてあげるから。
Sounds like a plan. I open the glove compartment and retrieve a bottle of eye drops and a sleep mask. According to the watch on my wrist, it's now 5:26 p.m. About time I got started on stretching my ocular muscles in preparation for my job. Pressing the back of my head firmly against the headrest, I apply a single drop of fluid to both my eyes, then gently close them. Eyes still shut, I move my eyeballs in a regular figure-8 pattern, sometimes squeezing my eyelids firmly down against them. I've never heard of eye exercises. Opening my eyes, I swing my focus up and down to the absolute limit, as if attempting to look at my own forehead and chin. Next, I move my eyes left and right, trying to catch a glimpse of my own ears. I repeat the same exercises a total of 5 times, with 1 minute breaks in between each repetition. When I'm finished, I gently close my eyes, slip on the sleep mask, and consciously slow my breathing. And inside the car, enveloped by JB's sweet fragrance, I quietly fall into sleep. We're not going to be able to see any of his job, are we?
みちるなのですから、ミッチーなどいかがでしょう？
Are they trying to come up with more fucking nicknames?
もうそれならいっそミッツィとかどうなのよさ。なんかこう口んとこがバッテンな感じでキュートなのよ。あのね、さっきから黙って聞いてれば 何好き勝手なこと言ってるわけ？暇つぶしで人の名前をいじらないでくれる？
だってチルチルって呼ぶなーって言ったのあんただよ。
だからって変なあだ名を新しくつけろって言った覚えはないわよ。つうかあんたって言うな。
You don't get to call me punk.
めんどくせえ女だな。じゃあなんて呼べばいいのよさ。
私にはちゃんと松島みちるって名前があんでしょが。変なあだ名とかいらないから。
Hey, Chiru Chiru is a nice nickname.
じゃあみちる？
呼び捨てにすんな。私の方が年上だっての。
みちるちゃん？
Oh, you little shit machina. Like, wow, she's such a little shit.
ちゃん付けすんな。子供扱いじゃないのよ。
みちるさん？
あんたが言うと陰銀無礼。なんかムカつく。
ではみちる様ということで。
それはその
いやいや待て待て。何も名前をもじるだけがあだ名じゃないのよ。例えばジージャンデカはいつもジージャンを着ているからそうあだ名されるのであって、何かこう身体的な特徴、主にビジュアルからイメージするようなあだ名を。
だから無理にあだ名をつける必要がどこにあるの？人の話聞いてお願いだから。よ
し、今日からお前はパツキンデカだ。よろしくな。
Detective Blondie, okay then.
見たまんまだし、つかデカじゃないし。
でもその場合髪が伸びて地毛の色が出始める頃には通用しなくなってしまうような。あ、プリンデカというのはいかがですか？もしくはもっと安っぽさを強調してプッチンデカとか。
Sachi, why are you so savage? Oh my god! Wow! Oh my god! Sachi is so savage, but she's always so kind about it when she says it.
もうだからデカじゃないって言ってんでしょが。つうかプリン言うな。
だんだんうざくなってきたのよさ。
そりゃ私のセリフだ。
もう鬱陶しいのよさ。じゃあチルチルはイカフライに何をかけて食べる？
Huh?
醤油かな。
Where are you going with this?
じゃあもうイカ醤油でいいよね。今日からチルチルはイカ醤油ってことで。
Soy squid? Oh, for fuck's sakes.
もう急にめんどくさくなって適当なあだ名つけるな。
まあまあ落ち着いてください、イカ醤油様。
Soy squid sama. There's your triple S right there. Soy squid sama.
落ち着けるか。それととりあえず呼んでみるのやめて。もううるさいな。何大声出してんのよ。近所迷惑でしょ。
What neighbors? Of the 6 people that live in this building, 4 of you are here, 1 is out, and the 6th one doesn't give a rat's ass.
チルチルの新しいあだ名を考えてたのよさ。なんだっけ？
イカ醤油よ、イカ醤油っていうか私はイカ醤油じゃないわよ。
Okay, I love Michiru even more. Like, Jesus Christ, she does half of this stuff to herself and it's amazing.
どっちなのよ。
鮮魚超人マグロマンに出てくる怪人みたいで素敵じゃないですか、イカ醤油。
Oh no, not tuna fish man again.
他人事だと思って気軽に肯定してくれてんじゃないわよ。いい、これは立派ないじめよ。
ちなみにアマネーはイカフライに何をかけて食べる？
Oh my god.
そうね、醤油かな。
We don't need another soy squid.
なんとしまったのよさ。ここにも怪人イカ醤油がもう一匹。チルチル、残念だけどイカ醤油は諦めてほしいのよ。
全然残念じゃないから心の底からホッとしてるから。
But then you're left with Detective Jello. Take your pick. Soy squid or Detective Jello?
ちなみに私はソース派です。
別に聞いてないから。
よし、今日から貴様はイカソースだ。
Sauce squid.
ほら見なさい、余計なこと言うから頭の悪い子に変なあだ名つけられた。
そして私はイカマ
Mayo
ヨ。
squid.
あんたイカフライにマヨネーズつけて食べるの？
だってほら、おつまみとかのサキイカにはマヨネーズつけて食べるんだし、変じゃないよね。
Calamari. I love calamari, in all honesty. I absolutely love it. I will try to get it when I can. And if a place doesn't have calamari I particularly like, I will not order it there anymore. Yep. Sometimes it's too soggy or not crispy enough. Soggy calamari is just like, ugh, a letdown. From the sushi places, they have some, I'd say, good calamari, because they are just straight up the tentacles battered and deep fried. Not like chunks or the tubing of the thing. But there's a lot of it. It's a lot to get down. And I usually feel terrible afterwards. Especially if I'm also having sushi at the same time, so I'm filling up on that and their thick as fuck calamari. So after both, I usually feel like absolute shit and regret it. And this is the stuff I usually order, and that shows up here when I have it late night, so my nights always suck after that.
そう言われると、どうなんだろう。
多数決でも取ってみる？
いや、何の意味があって。
お？ちょいとそこ行くお嬢さん、意見を聞かせておくれでないかい？
Oh, hey, Yumiko.
そうそう、そこでしかと決め込んでるあなたよ。そこで私に気安く話しかけないでくれないかしら？友達だと思われたら迷惑だわって背中で語ってるあなたに言ってるのよ。
Oh my god.
せっかくスルーしようと思っていたのに、一番厄介なのに見つかって声かけられたって感じで大きく肩を落としているあなた。
Machina, stop, please.
そこのあなた、とりあえずこっち向け。
Well, you pissed her off. Box cutter incoming.
なんで怒ってんの？
胸に手を当ててよく考えてごらんなさい。
知るか。そんなことよりユミちゃんはイカフライに何をかけて食べるのよ。
さすがに堪忍袋の尾が切れそうだわ。
ごめん、言ってること難しすぎた。イカフライってあるでしょ。こうイカを輪切りにして衣をつけて揚げたやつ。
Holy fuck.
知っているわよ、それぐらい。
だよな。でだ、 それに何つけて食べるって話なんだけど。
残念ながらそんな庶民の食べ物なんて私は食べたことないわ。
Calamari is plebeian? Really?
え、マジで？
本当よ。だから私に変なあだ名をつけようとしても無駄な。
よし、今日から貴様はノンフライだ。
Nega squid. So negative squid. Oh my god.
この子人の話をまるで聞いていない。
確かに榊さんってノンフライって感じするよね。
ちょっとあまね、笑ってないであんたからも言ってよ。人に変なあだ名つけるなって。
Once Michiru and Sakaki are on the same page.
いいじゃない別に楽しくて。
全然楽しくないわよ。だいたいあの子のつけるあだ名って悪意があるのよ。おい、人聞きの悪いことを言うなよパツキン。後ろからやっちまうぞてめえ。
Jesus Christ, she takes after Yuji way too much.
つうか最近ますます言葉遣い悪くなってきてるし。
これは明らかに風見さんの悪影響ですよね。
You think?
私には自分がないから人の真似をして生きていくしかないのよさ。
Oh,
だから
that's sad.
仕方がないのよ。何ちょっと悲しいこと言ってごまかそうとしてんのよ。そんなんで騙されないわよ。ちょっとこっち来なさいな。いやー、痛い。引っ張らないで。脱げちゃうの。
What are you pulling?
あんたまたブラしてない。この子はもう。
She pulling her by the shirt? She was pulling her by the shirt and gotta look down it. Oh my god, see, like one of the only ways you'll know why. She's not wearing a bra. Wonderful. And for fuck's sakes. Whatever. Also, let her do what she wants. She doesn't want to wear one. She doesn't have to wear one.
見られて減るもんじゃないのよさ。
No, for God's sakes, not what we meant. Whatever.
私もう部屋に戻っても構わないかしら。
Go ahead.
まだいいじゃない。どうせ部屋に帰ってもネットでエロ画像を集めるぐらいしかやることないんでしょ。
勝手な憶測で私を語らないでいただけないかしら。
はいはいごめんよ。そうカリカリしないでよ。ノンフライなんでしょ。
You're just asking for the box cutter. You're absolutely just asking for the box cutter.
その変なあだ名もやめて。
へいへい。っていうかさ、そもそもなんでイカフライなの？
それは多分マキちゃんが食べたいだけなのではないかと。
そうなの？でもマキナ、今日は酢豚がいいって言ってたじゃない。
おう、酢豚がいいのよ。でもイカフライも嫌いじゃないのよさ。
Oh my god. Make up your mind, Machina.
イカフライね。なんでか知らないけど、あんたってば歯ごたえのある食べ物好きよね。
硬い方が食べ物としての満足度が上。
まあわかんないでもないけどね。じゃあイカフライも作ろうか。肉より魚介の方がユージも喜ぶだろうし。
それがいいのよ。あれ、そうい
He's on a job. Cleaning. Quote
あ
unquote.
ユージならバイトだって。さっき JB って人と出かけてったよ。
バイト？
別に興味なんかないけど、あいつ何のバイトしてんのよ。
掃除屋さんなのかな。清掃業者の作業服みたいなの着てたし。
ああ、そういえばそんなこと言ってたわね。風見さん、両親を早くに亡くしたみたいですし、学費とかも自分で働いて捻出していらっしゃるのでしょうか。
彼は書類上海外からの招待入学枠で在籍しているから、学費の8割は免除されているはずよ。
80% tuition off. I would have loved to have paid only like $200 for tuition every year. That would be amazing.
在学費は免除でも日々の生活費とかは自費ですよね。
そこまでは知らないわ。
JB とかっていううさんくさい金髪女が面倒見てるんじゃないの、その辺はさ。
それ言ったら後染め偽金髪のチルチルの方がうさんくさいけどな。
あんたね、伸ばすわよ。
Wait, what?
何をだよ。
Yeah, what can stretch?
そもそもハルデラさんって何者なんでしょう。
なんだっけ、ユージのものすごく遠い親戚だっけ。
あいつのお姉さんの妹。それって結局姉なのでは。
お姉さんの友達じゃなかったかしら。
それって他人じゃん。他人がなんであいつの面倒を見てるのよ。
私に聞かれても知るわけないじゃない。
でも挨拶をすると、いつもうちのユージがお世話になってますっていかにも身内然とした受け答えをなさいますし、血縁はなくとも深い関係が推測されますよね。サチ、あんたあの女と話したことあるの？あ、はい。以前校門の前を掃除していた時にお見かけしました。何やら校門から内部を監視するような不審な人物を発見したので、速やかに排除しようと竹ぼうきを片手に声をかけましたら、ハルデラさんでした。
ねえさっちゃん、不審者を見かけたらとりあえず声をかけるってのやめなよ。本当に不審者だったらどうする気？
不審な行動をしていると声をかけてくる者がいるという事実が重要なのですよ。
I do not. I am off. You could have just texted me that.
犯罪を制圧するのが目的ではなく、未然に抑止するための警戒行動です。
言いたいことはわかるけどさ、実際に悪意を持った男に襲われたら、あんたなんか障子紙破るみたいにあっさり抑え込まれちゃうわよ。
でも確かになんか怪しいのよね、あの女。私もこの前駅前で偶然に会って少し話をしたんだけど。
We've all had encounters with her at some point. That the game just decided not to tell us happened until now, because of course.
なんかこう、
ひょうひょうとして正体をつかませないっていうか、妙に人懐っこいあの笑顔も嘘くさいし。
でもそんな悪い人じゃないのよ。この前ガムくれたのよさ。
How often has she been around? She had one scene with us before today's stream.
あんたもあったの？っていうか、知らない人から物をもらっちゃダメっていっつも言ってるでしょうが。
だって全く知らん人じゃないし。
How'd you know who she was?
それに営業の仕事でガムとかキャンディーはいつもいっぱい持ち歩いてるからって言ってたし。
営業の仕事？
ガムやキャンディーを配る営業というとセンホレディとか？
でもユージは清掃員なんだよ。確かにあの嘘くさい笑顔も営業スマイルと考えれば納得できるような。あんたね、全国の聖ホレディにぶっ飛ばされるわよ。
Oh my god.
ですが、1階の聖ホレディが使う営業者にしては、あの派手な車は失礼ながら税が過ぎるかと。
あの車っていくらぐらいするものなの？
Flashy sports car, so probably way too much.
だいたい1800万円ぐらいじゃないかしら。
18 million yen, so $180,000. Fuck.
マジで？それに車は買った後も維持費がかかるしね。普段の足に使ってればタイヤなんて半年で丸坊主になっちゃうだろうし、一回交換すればうん十万は飛んでくよね。何？あの女そんなにお金持ちなの？
外資系の保険会社と考えても腑には落ちないわね。
やっぱりなんか怪しい。そもそも何人なの？生真面目なドイツ人？
She is, from what we've been told, yes, she is definitely German.
陽気なイタリア人では？
Okay, so serious German, merry
大雑
Italian,
把なアメリカ人なのよ。
crude American.
なんで間違いないなんて言い切れるのよ。
だって挨拶の時ハウディって言ってた。今時あんな挨拶するの田舎のカウボーイか80年代に学生だったおばさんぐらいなのよ。
I say howdy on occasion, not very often, but I say it. And I am most certainly not American, as my tags say, and my description of myself, and my birth certificate would also say. I am most certainly not American. I'm North American, but I'm not United States American.
確かに謎だわ。つうかさ、このままでいいわけ？何が？だってあの JB って女絶対にユージとそのなんていうの？ほら、
ただれた関係。
そうそれ、ただれた関係ってやつじゃないの？どうなんだろうね。いいの？放っておいて。あまね、あんたさ、あんなの相手に勝てるの？勝つって何に？だからあの女によ。まあ確かに若さとかおっぱいの大きさとかじゃ負けてないかもしれないけど、何しろ相手は金髪よ。
Nah. Oh. Good lord.
つまりツンデレじゃない。きっと今頃あの女ユージの前でデレデレしてるわよ。
She's definitely not a tsundere. Sorry. Michiru, everyone is not a fucking tsundere just because they're blonde. That's just you and you barely do it right.
あのさみちる、その金髪が全員ツンデレって認識は間違っていると思うわよ。
違うの。
私に聞かないでよ。
とにかくこのままあの女に好きにさせておいていいのかって私はそう言いたいのよ。
いいも悪いも別に私はユージの彼女とかそういうんじゃないし、
Very true.
ユージのお姉ちゃんになれればそれはそれで構わないっていうか。
Yeah. You're like the honorary big sister just because we said we wouldn't actually fucking date you.
セーブするわ。
God almighty, this is still going. And my throat hurts and I'm out of tea. So, I'll be right back. I'm gonna make myself a tea. So, yeah, I'll be right back. There, and I am back.
激甘よ。それってただの便利な飯炊き女じゃない。それで何が得られるわけ？自己満足かな。
Oh, great.
なんという弱腰。見損なったわよ、スオアマネ。あなたには本当にがっかりだわ。みちる、あんた何怒ってんのよ。
なんとなくですけれど、みちる様の言いたいこともわかります。
どういうこと？
うまく言えないんですけど、結局のところよく知らない女の人に風見さんを取られるのが単純に気に入らないんだと思います。
さっちゃんも言っちゃうの？なんだろうな、私にどうしろっての？はあ、まあいいか。さて、私も晩ご飯の用意しなきゃ。
私も。
ユミちゃん、ユミちゃん。
Oh my god.
嫌な予感しかしないけれど、一応返事はしておくわ。何かしら？
ノンフライじゃあんまりだから新しいあだ名考えてみた。
Oh fuck, what is this time?
全然聞きたくないけど、一応言ってみなさい。
Barbara?
あ
Huh?
は？
Yeah, my thoughts exactly.
だからバーバラ、
なぜ？
もしくはイボンヌ。ね、どっちがいい？
Yvonne?
逃げ遅れた。
Confused now. So confused at what the hell that just was.
でっかいあくび。マキナ眠いの？
おい、ちょっとだけ眠い。お兄ちゃん遅いね。
仕事長引いてるのかもね。いつ帰るかわからないって言ってたし、あんたもう先に部屋に戻って寝たら？
あんまねえわ。
She's gonna sniff the bed again. Just watch. I'm sure of it.
私はもう少しここで待つよ。やることもあるし。
やることって？
ユージの制服にアイロンかけなきゃ。
私も手伝うのよさ。
Machina, you're falling asleep.
いいよ、もう10時になるし眠いでしょ。あとは任せておきなさい。
ごめんね、ハマネ。
いいって、一人で部屋まで戻れる？さてとっとと終わらせちゃいますか。
Same day, same time.
悪かったわね、こんな時間まで付き合わせて。
Par for the course. Nothing to feel guilty about.
部屋に女の子待たせてるんでしょ。
I glanced down at the watch on my left wrist. It's 10 p.m. already. And they eat dinner at 7, so there's no way she's still gonna be waiting at this point.
わかんないよ。あまねちゃんって言ったっけ？ああいう子ってさ、約束は約束って感じでさ、例えばデートの待ち合わせとかでも彼氏が来るまで何時間も平気で待ってそうだよね。
I really don't think she's that inflexible.
今から帰るって電話ぐらいしておいたら。
What's the point? We'll be at the dorm soon.
分かってないな。そういう男のまめさが女には重要なのよ。
Yeah, if someone's waiting for you, let them know, kind of thing. It's just, you know, a nice thing to do. Does getting in contact all of 10 minutes earlier really make that much of a difference?
されど10分の差なのよ。悪いこと言わないから電話しておきなさい。
Getting a lecture about women from JB is distinctively aggravating. I don't think she's wrong. I take my private cell phone out of my work clothes breast pocket and pause for a moment in thought. No. Don't think I will after all.
あら、どうして？
You're assuming that Amane's still waiting, and there's a chance she gave it up hours ago. If I call her now and get, sorry, I was asleep, it would be pretty damn awkward.
待ってると思うけどな。女の子には嫌われないようにしておきなさい。
That's all he fucking does. He antagonizes all 5 of them. If there's some reason I need to worry about that, I'll take appropriate measures.
人類の半分は女よ。汝の隣人を愛する前に汝敵を作るなかれ。でね、女の子には優しくして有意義な学生生活を楽しんだ方が得じゃない。もしあまねちゃんが怒ってたらちゃんと謝るのよ。
Can't think of any reason why she'd be angry. I told Amane beforehand that I'd be back late, and I don't remember asking her to wait for me. If she's still waiting anyway, logically speaking, that's nobody's fault but her own. But for some reason, I do feel like I should at least come up with some sort of excuse. Am I losing my edge or something? Appreciate you going out of your way to drop me off.
いいのよ。それじゃあまたあなたにしかできない仕事が入ったら連絡するわ。
Do me a favor and try not to call me out for every little thing, alright?
そう言わないの。予備役ってことでこの学園に通うとかが降りたんだから。
I'm aware. Alright, JB. See you later.
ちょっと待って、ユージ。
Hmm? What now?
今日はお疲れ様。今日のあなた、とっても素敵だったわ。すごく激しくて
God.
ワイルドで、私、しびれちゃった。
What is this all of a sudden? Why are you getting out of the car?
あなたにお休みのキスをしようと思って。
What?
おやすみ、ユージ。
Hey! What the hell? Suddenly, JB twines her arms around me and draws close, planting a kiss on the side of my face, with all the force and speed of a rattlesnake striking its prey. Tee-hee-hee yourself. Seriously nauseating.
じゃあね、ユージ。愛してるわ。また連絡するね。
JB lets out a high-pitched giggle unworthy of her years and swings back into her car, kicking her high heels vigorously up into the air. The next moment, she's speeding noisily off into the night. What the hell was that about? When JB acts like that, it means she's up to something. I can't imagine what she's possibly hoped to accomplish this time, but it's best to err on the side of caution when dealing with that woman's schemes. Some sort of trap? She's got lipstick on. Pretty sure she had lipstick on. She gave us a kiss. There's gonna be, you know, kiss mark on our face when we walk into our room with Amane. That's where we're gonna get some conflict now. Yeah, I got called out for my cleaning job. Then why do you have lipstick on your face, huh? When did that get there? Did I just call this? I mumbled to myself uneasily, watching as JB's car dwindles quickly into the distance, like a bad boy fleeing the scene of a successful prank. And when I turn toward the school, the nature of her snare becomes clear at once. She did it to fuck with Sachi? Sachi? Sachi stands frozen a little distance away. Her cheeks are flushed red, she's lightly biting down on her lower lip, and her whole body seems to be trembling slightly. She's holding a white plastic shopping bag in her hand. Probably on her way back from an expedition to the convenience store by the station.
私何も見てませんから
Hey, oh, hold on, Sachi. Pretty sure you're misunderstanding something very badly right now. Let me explain.
私みちる様に頼まれたアイスクリームを買って帰る途中なので失礼します
Oh my god. I'm telling you to hold on a sec, alright? JB and I aren't, well, our relationship isn't...
わかっていますただれた関係というやつですよね私も子供ではないので
She thinks we're a booty call.
男の人はそういう体だけのドライな関係というかむしろウェットな関係を求めるということも理解しています
Oh my god.
ノープロブレムですはい
No, that's not... JB and I aren't... Look, you got this wrong. She was just screwing around.
はい分かってます大人の悪ふざけですね大丈夫ですあまねさんには黙っておきますから
Oh my god.
このことは薄い私の胸にそっとしまっておきますから
Oh, for fuck's sakes. Look, Sachi, can you please just calm down?
疑ってますか疑ってますね大丈夫ですこう見えても私口は硬い方なんですなんなら今この場で押し倒してキスして確かめてみますか
Huh? Say what? Yeah, Sachi clearly has the hots for us.
風見さ
What?
んもしかして私今とんでもないことを言いましたか
Yes, you did indeed.
もしかして私はこの後レイプされるのでしょうか
I heard a certain fucking word in there that was pure English. I heard a certain English word that is not on screen. The answer is no, by the way. By whom? Stop pointing at me. Look, just get lost, will you? Michiru's waiting, right?
はい失礼しました
For crying out loud. There's no way that was a coincidence. JB must have noticed her. What a malicious prank. The dose is way too strong for a girl with no immunity whatsoever. God damn, JB. Think I might need to give that woman a serious scolding one of these days.
風見さん。
What? You're still here? You need something?
ほっぺに口紅ついてます。あまねさんに会う前に拭いてください。それでは。
Unbelievable. Every last one of them. Even as I mutter my complaints, I wipe my cheek clean with the cuff of my work uniform. JB's pricey lipstick, visibly distinct from the knockoff stuff students buy in convenience stores, is reduced to a fragrant smear on the sleeve of my pea green shirt. It smells distinctively of a grown woman. What the fuck is grown woman smell? As I take a whiff, the constrated scent of gunpowder soaked into my uniform pricks my nose. Do I smell? Well, whatever. There's nothing I can do about it right now. To be honest, coming back late to this sort of slapstick routine is kind of a bear. Especially after hours of tension and strain on the job. My feet feel oddly heavy as I walk toward the dorm. Back when I was in active duty, I don't think this much would have worn me out. Guess I've probably gotten a little soft since I entered this school. Walking past the school building, I'm just crossing over the covered pathway leading to the gym when something ahead catches my eye. There's a light on in my window. Amane? She actually waited? There was no guarantee I'd even come back. In the first place, there was absolutely nothing in it for her. Why sit around in an empty room? Does she enjoy wasting her time? When people put a lot of time into something that produces no concrete benefit to them, that activity can often be classified as a hobby. Maybe sitting around patiently is Amane's favorite pastime? There are a lot of bizarre hobbies out there, no doubt, and it's hardly my place to tell Amane how to spend her leisure time. Even so, I have to say she'd be pretty better off finding something slightly more rewarding to pursue. Pursuit, whatever. That's the words. Of course, whether I'll ever share that opinion with her is another matter entirely. The instant I open the door to my room, the smell of domestic life floods into my nose. For a moment, I hesitate in the entrance, my hand frozen on the doorknob. The scent of another human being mingles with the lingering smell of some sort of cooking, forming a greasy, homely mix. When I was a child, and later when I lived with my master, this scent was ubiquitous, natural. But right now, it feels alien to me. My room seems strangely unfamiliar.
おかえり。
Yeah, I'm home. Slightly averting my gaze from Amane's unexpected smile, I glance at my wristwatch. It's already past 10 p.m. At my old school, we'd be past lights out by now. Were you waiting for me?
まあね。書き置きだけ残して部屋に戻ろうかとも思ったんだけど、やることもあったし。
What?
アイロンがけ。
I glance around the room. The clothes I left scattered on the floor earlier are gone. In exchange, a cleaned, ironed, and neatly folded school uniform sits next to Amane.
アイロンは糊がバリバリに効いてる方がいいんだよね。
Yeah. In my line of work, any uniform you wear is expected to be stiff as a board at all times. Get spotted with a wrinkle or two, and your superiors are gonna give you absolute hell as a general rule. As a result, I've gotten an ingrained habit of spraying enough starch on my shirts that you could practically prop them up like a tent after ironing. But I'm pretty sure I've never discussed any of this with Amane before. She'd probably just noticed my shirts are always crisp and reach that conclusion on her own. Not that this is anything out of the ordinary for her. She's got a truly impressive eye for this sort of detail.
それと胸のところのボタンが取れかけてたから縫い直しておいた。
She passes over the uniform with a smile. On inspection, there is indeed one button with a slightly different colored thread. And it's been sewn on particularly firmly. One moment. And I am back. Sorry about that. The sight gives me a strange feeling of deja vu. What's this feeling? Right. Back in elementary school, I had been wearing a shirt with a loose button when someone stopped me and then proceeded to sew it back on right where I stood. My one and only sister, Kazumi Kazuki. What a name, by the way. Kazami Kazuki. It's a lot of K's and I's. I see.
実は裁縫はあんまり得意じゃなくてさ、ちょっと縫い目がごつくなっちゃったけど、取れちゃうよりはマシでしょ?
Yeah. Thanks. Now that I think about it, hobbies aren't the only reason people act in unprofitable ways. Family. The word wells up spontaneously somewhere in the depths of my chest. Working for someone else without compensation, without any expectation of gain. Simply out of affection, as if it's the most natural thing in the world. That's what family is. Or so they tell me.
ねえ、晩ご飯はどこかで食べてきた?
No. I haven't eaten anything.
じゃあ、お腹空いてるよね。すぐに食べる?
Yeah.
待ってて。今温め直すから。
Smiling casually, Amane heads to the kitchen with light, graceful steps. She then places a plate filled with sweet and sour pork and calamari rings into the microwave. Microwave calamari? Not exactly the greatest. Also, now the room's gonna smell of squid. Speaking of which, why is there a microwave in my room anyway? I don't remember it being here when I left. For that matter, there's an unfamiliar rice cooker sitting on the shelf next to it. What's with the microwave?
ああ、これね。マキナが使ってたレンジなの。あの子、自分の部屋にはめったに戻らないし、もう使わないだろうから、ユージの部屋に寄付してくれるって。
That rice cooker too?
そういうこと。3合炊きの小さいやつだけど、半合で炊くよりは手間がかからなくていいでしょ。
I see. The scent that inspired a moment of unease when I entered the room. It's probably the traces of fragrant steam produced by this small rice cooker. Even as a kid, I didn't have much in the way of happy family dinners. After my parents and sister died, I came to view meals as nothing more than regularly scheduled nutritional supply periods. Now, something inside me shrinks instinctively away from this sort of warm, domestic meal. There's always this nagging, almost guilty sense that I don't belong in this picture. Of course, when I was living with my master, there were a few meals like this, but that woman was fundamentally crappy in the kitchen and rarely bothered to cook a full-fledged meal. The food she served me was inedible, and it was never what you could call tasty either. JB would occasionally stop by on a whim and whip something up, and the food was definitely an improvement, but it was hard to get too emotional about it knowing I was going to be cleaning up the mess she always left in the kitchen. Hey, Amane? I think I've asked this before, but why do you stick to me so persistently?
だから一目惚れって言ったよね。それプラス私の性格。なんか私って誰かの世話を焼くのが好きみたい。
Do you really expect me to be satisfied with that explanation?
だって他に言いようがないもの。っていうか、どうしてそんなに疑うかな。
Because it's way too convenient a story. I can't help feeling a little skeptical. A beauty with huge breasts falls in love with me at first sight, then unilaterally lavishes attention on me out of sheer affection? I'm not quite wet enough behind the ears to swallow that shady manga-style setup. There's something else behind this. I don't think this is me being paranoid. It seems like common sense.
逆に聞くけど、ユージは今まで何人の女の子と付き合ってきたわけ？
I hope the answer is 0 because this guy's an asshole. Thank fuck! I've never dated anyone in my life.
だったらさ、ユージが知らないだけで私みたいな女がいたって変じゃないでしょ？
Well, I guess. Can't deny that I got gaps in my knowledge. If she declares this is just how women are these days, I don't have enough points of reference to mount a rebuttal.
自分に理解できないものをありえないと否定するのは簡単だけど、それって自分の無知を棚に上げた発言なんじゃないかな。すぐに理解しろとは言わないけど、せめて世の中には私みたいな女もいるって事実は認めないと。
You have a point. As the result of ignoring a reality that it didn't want to accept, this country once marched blindly into a crushing defeat, mouthing flowery rhetoric about inevitable victory the whole way. Oh, World War II. In the same way, dismissing a perspective you can't understand as ridiculous is just an egotistical refusal to admit other ways of looking at the world exist. At the very least, I have to acknowledge that my values aren't universal.
はーい、お待たせ。用意できたよ。
Tell me something, Amane.
何？
Do you really love me?
言わなかったっけ？大好きだよ。
No hesitation whatsoever. And yet her words still ring hollow in my ears. Is the problem on my end? Well, fine. Guess there's at least one woman out there deranged enough to fall in love with a man like me. I'll accept that as reality.
何それ？つまり、私がユージを好きだって言葉、信じる気になったってこと？
I'm not gonna accuse you of lying, that's all. I still don't understand why you feel the way you do, and there's no change in the fact that I find overly convenient women vaguely nauseating.
さ、私の一方的な片思いなのは分かってるけど、それでもこうして海外しく接してくる私を少しは不憫だなとか思わないわけ？
If I started lying to you out of compassion and dating you out of pity, would you really be happy?
たとえきっかけが同情だったとしても、同情のまま終わるような女じゃないもの、私。
You're one hell of a tough, proactive woman, you know that?
惚れ直した？
To be honest, I'm envious.
いいからご飯食べちゃいなさい。
Yeah, sounds like a plan. I bring my hands together in front of the food Amane zapped with loving care in the microwave, giving her my thanks and move my chopsticks toward the plate. Sweet and sour pork and fried squid. It's one hell of a strange combination, thematically speaking. The taste itself is impeccable as ever. Her skill at cooking is superb, and in contrast to her seemingly rough, careless attitude, she is unusually attentive to small details and highly considerate of others' needs. A good woman, any way you look at her. Of course, I think that's the exact reason I can't rid myself of my doubts. Why would she fall in love with me, of all people? Yeah, why? This guy is a fucking dickweed. It's delicious.
そう、よかった。
Whatever the case may be, I think Amane's smile is probably genuine. And that's why it makes me feel like there's a thorn stabbing into my chest. Do I even deserve to be loved? I understand I'm overthinking things, but I can't stop. Every time I get on this train of thought, I start wondering what I'm even living for. Whether there's any real meaning in my survival. I start thinking, that must be a pretty pathetic excuse for a human being if I can't believe in that smile. When you get down to it, my master was right. I'm still just a punk kid. Just as my mouth begins to loosen into a self-deprecating smile, the sound of a cell phone's message alert resounds inside the room. I instinctively reach my hand to the breast pocket of my work clothes, but the sound didn't come from my phone. Which would mean...
あれ、メールだ。
Amane takes out the cell phone she'd left carelessly in the pocket of her jeans, opens it, and peers down at the LCD screen.
さっちゃんからだ。何々
Oh no. She's gonna bring up the shit that happened with JB. It seems the message was sent from Komine Sachi's email address. At that name, my chopsticks abruptly stopped dead in midair. For some reason, I have a bad feeling about this. Apparently finished with Sachi's message, Amane quietly brushes up her long hair with her free hand.
ねえユージ、これ何？
Amane holds out her cell phone for my inspection. Naturally, Sachi's email is displayed on the screen. From Sachan to Soe Amane. Subject, I can't say a thing. Message, I didn't see a thing. The contents of the email are that single short line. The problem lies in the image attached to it. It's a camera phone snapshot taken only a little while ago. Quite a skillful piece of work, really. In front of the school gate, JB's pressing her lips to my cheek, both arms twined around me. Well, that was... Involuntarily, I swallow the food in my mouth, along with a lump of spit. It goes down my throat like a rock. Okay, Sachi. What happened to not saying anything to Amane? I mean, I guess she didn't technically put it in words, but... Well, this is Sachi we're talking about. I doubt she did this for a malicious pleasure of it. The burden of keeping this secret was just too heavy for her to bear. In agony with guilt over Amane's ignorance, she probably took advantage of this dubious loophole out of sheer desperation. It was just a stupid prank of JB's.
いたずら？
Well, let's see. It's kind of a long story, but that's pretty much just how she is. Mind going into that long story of yours? What exactly were you doing with JB at the front gate? That's the logical next question for Amane to ask, but... JB is a naturally wicked woman, prone to harassing me in this way at unexpected moments, just so she can smirk at my agitation. Would be my explanation, I guess, but it hardly seems enough to satisfy Amane. Unfortunately, it also happens to be the truth, so there's not much I can do about it.
アルバイトに行ってたんじゃなかったの？
Yeah, I was. Wait. That doesn't mean this is my job, okay? It isn't.
ふん。あ、そう。
We're not a booty call. Saying that, and that alone, Amane closes the cell phone in her hand with a snap, not betraying any particular interest. I sort of expected you to ask me about the job at this point.
どこで何をしていたの？
I told you I work for a cleaning company, right?
うん。
Today we were cleaning a 20-story building in Tokyo, but... Well, this big rat appeared when we were still getting set up, so everyone ended up chasing it around. Thing was, though, the rat was unexpectedly nimble. We ended up losing sight of it entirely. If we just let the thing get away, it'd eventually pop out of its hole again and cause more havoc. And our client was telling us, I can't sleep at night when that rat's on the loose, and all that. So we ended up splitting up to track the thing down, but for a rat, it was pretty sly. It took a good 3 hours before we found it again and finally exterminated the thing. I'm intentionally replacing certain nouns with metaphorical analogs, but the information I'm giving Amane is otherwise roughly accurate. I really did spend hours running through an intricate web of sewers under Tokyo in hot pursuit of a rat. Incidentally, a gas mask does absolutely nothing to improve the smell of raw sewage.
へえ、大変だったんだね。
Yeah, I guess it was. But, that's all you have to say? After promising I'd have a meal with her, I ran off to work all of a sudden. Then stayed late without even giving her a call. Not that I possibly could have. Leaving her to wait in vain for hours. And to top it off, her reward for this patience is a picture of me flirting around with my boss. But she's not planning to say a word of complaint? I mean, I'm putting up a bit of a defensive front and all, but even I recognize that she kinda got shafted on this one. Yeah, she really did. If she grumbled a little bit, I was pretty much ready to give her a proper apology. But this indifferent response is well outside the range of my expectations. To be honest, it's inspiring some serious unease on my part. Generally, aren't women... That probably showed up, oh well. Generally, aren't women more, you know, jealous creatures? I'm not exactly an expert, but I've known a few females in my time. And I understand them. Women tend to be more... selfish about things like this. To the point of irrationality, even. You don't have any questions about any of that?
ん？だって仕事の話に口挟まれるの嫌でしょ？それとも何か疑ってほしいの？
That's not it, but...
まあそりゃね、私よりも仕事を優先したってのは面白くないよ。でもそうする必要があったからあんたはそうしたんでしょ？
That's... You know what? That's cool. I like that. She did not like the fact that we had to prioritize work. But she knows we had no choice. She would have preferred we had, you know, skipped work to have dinner with her at a proper time, but... It's like, hey, you had to go, you had to do it. So, I just have to suck it up kind of thing. Yes.
だったら何も間違っていないじゃない。
Yeah. Well, I guess not, but Amane is weirdly understanding about this. She's being so reasonable that it's somehow making me feel increasingly guilty about the whole thing. It's kind of a complicated feeling. All of a sudden, some kind of switch seems to have been flipped inside Amane. Her eyes narrow to slits and her lips jerk up in a very picture of a smirk.
そうか。もしかしてユージ、
Oh my
私
god.
に焼き餅を焼いて欲しかったのかな？
No, that's really not...
そうよね。ユージはツンデレだもんね。それじゃあ焼き餅焼いちゃおうかな。
Spare me.
キスしてくれたら許すかもよ。
This woman. Exactly how serious is she about this? No, I think the real question is... How badly is she underestimating men? Alright, Amane. Close your eyes.
いやー、強引。でもそういうの好き。
Clearly confident this is nothing more than a bluff, Amane closes her eyes, jerks her chin up, and fearlessly sticks out her lips. This girl's looking down on me. Maybe I should teach her a lesson? One moment. Sorry about that. Oh, God. Alright, so I'm assuming this would be the choice that would get us on her path. So, we'll save that, and make our new save to work from. So, this calls for shock and awe, steal a kiss with overbearing force. This is idiotic, can't let himself get caught up in her nonsense. Yeah, I feel like that's the get on the route, don't be on the route. It's idiotic, can't let myself get caught up in her nonsense. So we're gonna choose that right now. This is completely idiotic. If I get caught up in Amane's nonsense and let her coax me into kissing her, it's all too obvious that the reparations she'll exact in the aftermath will leave me staggering leave me in staggering debt. As Amane waits patiently, her eyes closed and lips puckered like an actress in a lipstick commercial, I reach out and give her a full force flick to the forehead. Moron! Did you really think I, of all people, would fall for such a blatant trap?
なによ、一瞬迷ったくせに。参ったな、マジかよとか思いつつ、ちょっとくらいいいか、キスしちゃおっかなとか思ったくせに。
You're the one who said to be satisfied playing my big sister, you know. Sisters don't pester the little brothers for a kiss on the mouth.
じゃあ、いないって言い切れるの？
Well, yeah. I guess there's probably a few out there. That's a seriously rare case, and probably very illegal. Probably going beyond that, which is a problem. We're not gonna get into it.
ねえ、ユージ、お姉ちゃんとキスしよっか。してみたいでしょ？もうしちゃいなさいよ。
Don't start playing some incoherent character from an incest-themed porno. You're just trying to push this through by force. Jesus Christ.
なんだよもう。ユージの育児なし。
Step brother. Ugh. In my line of work, what, you scared? Is a phrase you don't want to hear under any circumstances. No matter what unreasonable, reckless action you're being encouraged to take, the instant that question gets voiced, you have to spit out, "Hell no!" and instantly leap into action. If you back down in the face of a taunt like that, your reputation among the group will plummet irretrievably. Whatever. Meh. But we can't forget about the wonderful concept of tactical withdrawal. A dignified retreat when the situation calls for it is no act of cowardice. This is just such a case. Anyway, it's late. Head back to your own room already.
何よ、都合が悪くなると追い返そうっての？これだから男ってやつは。
I'm grateful to you. The meal, the sewing, and everything else. To the extent I can't really express it in words. But this isn't the same as a romantic relationship. You're an adult woman. I think you can grasp the distinction yourself, right?
少し焦りすぎたか。うかつだったわ。もう少し外堀を埋めてから本丸に攻め込むべきだったわね。
What?
まあいいわ。今日のところは帰るよ。食べ終わったお皿は流しの桶の中に入れておいて。明日まとめて洗うから。
I can take care of my own dishes.
何よ、私の仕事を奪う気？私はユージの仕事に何も文句を言わないんだから、あんたも私の仕事に文句言わないの？いい？
What a tyrant.
まったく、こんな都合のいい女なんて他にはいないんだからね。感謝しろとは言わないけど、あんまり雑に扱わないのよ。いい？
Yeah. Got it.
わかればよろしい。じゃあ私行くね。おやすみ、ユージ。
Yeah. Night. The girl seems to feel some pathological need to force her way into my life. The way Amane shows up and starts doing the housework without being asked, only to get hopping mad over something, preach at me for a while, and then vanish as quickly as she came. It inspires a definite sense of deja vu. Specifically, her fierce pushiness and burning desire to take care of others reminds me strongly of JB. If I'm comparing her to JB, who's been something like family since I was a kid, I clearly don't dislike Amane. Honestly, I enjoy her company. It's also undeniable that I have a hard time seeing her as a love interest. How can I put this? Well, like I said, she feels more like family. Something like my older sister was to me when she was still alive. Something like my master. Something like JB. Amane's become someone I care about in that way. And that's exactly why I can't thoughtlessly take advantage of her. I don't want to end up making her cry. Those are my honest feelings right now. Congratulations. For now, we have avoided the Amane path. I'm gonna confirm that I'm on to the next scene. Root of Grisaia. Grisaia no Kajits. Yep, okay. Cool. Alright, yep, I am. Okay. And I'm gonna assume this is gonna be the one to get me at the Sachi route. So that'll be a Sachi save. That'll be a Michiru save and Yumiko save. And why would I need so many more slots? I'm sorry, that was fun. Everything's still stiff from yesterday. I need a moment. Just gonna stretch out. I have to remember to take notes so we know what the exact context for each girl's beginning choices and all that for getting on their routes. Alright. Do I want to? I'll go a little bit into this. We'll see how long it actually takes. Just because next week is going to be a little lacking in stream-wise. So I'll try to go a little longer today, especially because I'm not streaming tomorrow. So I'll take advantage of this while I can. As I return to the first floor after my bath, I spot Sachi walking toward the front door. She's in full maid uniform, but her hands are empty. Somehow this feels vaguely unsatisfactory. Probably proof that I've gotten accustomed to the way things work around here. Yo, Sachi.
こんばんぱ、かさみさん。
Huh? Good evening? Sorry, my bad.
はい。
Is something wrong? Well, this is one thing I'm not sure I'll ever get used to. Sachi's ability to do absolutely bizarre things while keeping that "this is perfectly normal, why do you ask?" expression on her face is really something else. So, just curious, but is talking like a dyslexic with a Russian accent some sort of fad these days? Or maybe this is some sort of code?
多分どちらも誓うと思いますよ。
Believe? Which would leave...
それは私が説明するのよさ。
Oh, it's fucking Machina. Just as a new theory begins to take shape in my mind, Machina pops out from between Sachi's Huh? Okay, where did you come from?
ふいひひ。やっこさんの股下がガラ空きだったんで、思わず飛び込んじまったのさ。
Machina? No! Since when were you a bloodthirsty boxer? As I look on in silent bemusement, Machina pulls Sachi's skirt back and forth, noisily rustling the fabric. Sachi's calm toleration of this action reflects her trust in Machina. Or at least, I really want to believe it does. Alright, so why is Sachi talking in that bizarre way?
はーい。一言で言うと、私が考えた5色プリプラスに付き合ってもらっているからなのよ。
Extreme typo?
言葉の濁点をカットして、ハ行は半濁点で喋るっていう大人の遊び。ぷはーって。
Huh? Machina mimes pulling a cigarette from her lips and loudly blows out the imaginary fumes. Apparently, she equates adult with smoking. I mean, I used to for a bit. I managed to resist commenting on the matter, allowing Machina's deranged explanation to roll merrily onward.
しかも今なら字は地に言い換える特別萌えルール付きだからお兄ちゃんも混ざって一緒に 3P するのよさ。
Huh? At least say 3-player match or something? Well, knowing this girl, the innuendo was probably more reflexive than anything else. Also, if you're looking to recruit another player, why didn't you just invite Amane?
今のアマネにはご飯の用意っていう大事な任務があるのよ。
Rustling up the grub. Come to think of it, I guess it's about that time of day. And that's why you dragged Sachi into this instead?
サッチンはマネーロンダリングの澄んだ裏金のように綺麗な心を持っているから快く相手してくれるし。
A heart as sparkling clean as freshly laundered money. Oh my god. Tell me, Sachi, what do you think of the games Machina comes up with?
マキちゃんの遊びは悪く言うと珍妙、よく言って奇抜ですから、いろいろ勉強になります。
Let's see if I can figure this out. Okay. Maki-chan's games can be described negatively as strange or positively as very original. I believe I learned a lot by participating in them. Okay, oh my god, I felt like I was gonna have a stroke.
微妙な判定が出ちゃったのだけど、お兄ちゃんも一緒に遊んでくれる？
Much to my regret, I'm unable to play extreme typos for religious reasons.
それは嘘なのよ。
Why do you say that?
それはこれからサッチンが説明するのよさ。
Machina gives Sachi's back a vigorous thump, prompting her to take a step forward.
かさみさんか先ぽとパツケンしたとき、視線かピタリに泳いでいました。ピトか嘘をつくときの典型的な特徴です。
Prototype tap? What the I don't even know what that fucking... I sort of see prototype. What? That doesn't even make... I don't know. Oh. What was this alarm? Why do I have an alarm at 12:45 today? I do not work today, correct? Friday? No, I'm off. Is that from last week? Sorry, there's just an alarm on my phone I'm trying to figure out right now. Ah, okay, it's from last week. Alright. I never turned it off. I'll just do that now. There, perfect. Just my regular 5 p.m. alarm for something I do. Seems this combination is more dangerous than one might expect. Okay then, give me a demonstration first.
了解なのよさ。
As soon as those energetic words leave Machina's mouth, the two of them turn to face each other, assuming a conversational posture.
ウエース、サッチン。
ウエース。
そういえばサッチン、昨日の夜パ何食べた？
明太子のパスタとシーサーサラダかな。
なに？貴様、日本橋に勤めてるおしゃれな OL 一人か。ペラポーメー。
じゃあマキちゃんぱ昨日何してた？
ファイナルジオクラフィックチャンネルでカラパコス諸島の特集を見てた。
Okay.
マキちゃんぱテレビ大好きだもんね。
と、こんな感じなのよさ。
I see. Keeping track of all those rules seems like it would be surprisingly difficult.
本当なら相手が舌を「うえ」って噛みそうな言葉を狙って会話するのがミソなのよ。
And depending on how skillful you are at rephrasing things, you might be able to come up with sentences that don't use many of the letters at all.
はい、異界に奥が深いです。
There's also some sentences, like that one, where nearly every word has to be altered.
でもパコスとタコスって似てるよね。
Where's this coming from all of a sudden?
昨日テレビを見てた時に思ったのだけど、思い出したらメキシカンなあいつにむしゃぶりつきたくなってき
Jesus
て。
Christ. In that case, why don't you go ask Amane if she can add tacos to tonight's menu?
さすがお兄ちゃん、早速そうしてみるのよさ。
Within seconds, Makina's slippers are squeaking furiously up the stairs to the second floor, all else forgotten in pursuit of her prize. Little puddles of drool mark the path she followed. What can I say? The girl really does resemble a hyperactive 10-year-old at times. When I turn back, Sachi hasn't budged an inch. In fact, she's staring at me intently. Sachi, don't you need to start dinner yourself?
はい、下準備パ終わってますし、今日はお昼を遅めに食べたので。
What's more, she's still observing the rules of the game. And now that I look closely, I kind of get the feeling there's something like expectation burning in her eyes. Alright then. Wanna try this extreme typos with me?
かさみさんならそう言っていただけると思ってました。
Seems my gut feeling was correct on this one. Sachi responds eagerly. Since I'm a student now, wasting a little time in this sort of pointless nonsense seems vaguely appropriate, but I don't want a reputation as the sort of goofy twit who enjoys this sort of game for its own sake. Alright, let's talk details first. Bring it back to normal for now.
わかりました。
Her tone betraying a hint of regret, Sachi closes her eyes for a moment. Probably consciously deactivating her extreme typo mode. The thing is, this game doesn't really seem to have a set ending. Let's make it into a match. First person to slip up loses.
何かルールのようなものはありますか？
Let's see. No clamming up entirely or ignoring your opponent's requests. That should be enough.
それに罰ゲームがつくということですね。望むところです。
Hadn't thought about that part, but well, I guess that'll encourage us to take the match a little more seriously.
はい、面白さ 120% アップです。
She's seriously fired up about this. Well, if I win, I guess I'll ask you to take care of my laundry or something.
その時は洗濯奴隷と呼んでください。
That's not really what I said. Anyway, what do you want me to do if you win, Sachi?
私の方は勝った時に話すということでもいいでしょうか。
I swear to fucking God. What do you have in mind, Sachi? If Amane or Michiru asked me for this kind of blank check, going along with it would be far too risky. But I'm pretty confident Sachi's not going to demand anything too outrageous. Yeah, that's alright by me.
ありがとうございます。では勝負ですね。
Do not make me say these fake words. And so, I begin my bizarre verbal duel with Sachi. Ah, good eve ink.
こんぱんぱ
So, how are you things going with you, Pate Pay?
スコプル好調です
Good to hear. Considering the way Sachi kept up this game perfectly right until the moment I asked her to stop, winning this match probably won't be easy. By the way, can you name that Damas Sithuan Steam Pop Tree dish with the sesame sauce?
パンパンチーですね
Okay then. How about the Parkside Anthropoid designated as a dangerous animap under Japanese paw?
チンパンチーです
Name an unconventional thrip ride that uses the Espetite or odd rubber to pass-concur upward. Oh my god.
100パンチでしょうか
I thought but I can't even say it. Would be pretty tricky to pronounce, maybe leading to a stumble on an easier second word. But she brushes off this combo attack as easily as the rest.
それより今日パー少し寒いですよね
Yeah, there's a thip in the air.
時にかさみさんパススキ目に属する魚で雷魚とも呼ばれている深海魚を知っていますか
Dish and thips?
なんだか空を飛びそうな感じになっています
Can't argue with that one.
ペパ近年二酸化炭素の放出が牽引で地球温暖化に影響を与えていると言われているノーポーパなんと言いますか
Well then, can you... Can't be? I don't even know. A variety of something supposedly... something about a greenhouse... Carbon dioxide in... I don't know. I cannot understand what they're saying anymore. Bastion bird acripture?
さすがかさみさんですピッカケモン体にもピッかかってくれませんでした
That was a trap? The question said it 10 times more did to put to say than the answer. Next, Sachi draws near and holds out a small slip of paper toward me.
かさみさんパお強いので奥の手を使わせていただきます
Oh. I accept the scrap of paper and then unfold it to find a few lines of neat text scribbled across the interior. Taguchi-chan, who utilizes slash and burn agriculture, stuffs her cheeks with bang bang chicken and fish and chips while riding the catapult bungee. Motherfucker! The heck is this?
月パその文章を読んでもらえますか
Oh my god. So that's your game, is it? In this match, there's no set rule limiting the means by which you can influence your opponent's response. Sachi cannily spotted this loophole and identified it as the surest path to victory. Very well. Very well. I gently shut my eyes and draw the muscles around my solar plexus taut. Carefully perceiving the flow of energy now surging through my body, I direct the current of force into a swirling whirlpool, terminating in a single point at the core of my body. Once, twice, 3 times. And in the next instant, I unleash that power like a coiled spring. Taguthi Tanhu Utapif Splath and Burn Acripatcher Stud her Theeks with Bank Thicken and Dish and Thips with Riding a Tatapult Bungee. I slammed my penis into the car door. And major Daffy Duck vibes there.
今、客パンチって言えてませんでしたよね。
We said bungee, we didn't say bunky. And so, the match ended all too quickly in my ignominious word defeat. Fuck. I'm uneducated. We lost. I know it's just a game, but losing to you is honestly pretty frustrating. Oh, it'd be just as lame to take a match like this seriously. Especially since I was playing against a younger female classmate. Maybe I let her win? Or so I attempt to console myself, without much success.
マキちゃんにパ聞かなかった奥の手か、風見さんにパ通用しました。
Okay, first of all, can you go back to normal now?
そうでした。
Must say though, I wasn't expecting you to be that good, class rep.
ごちゃんです。
No, it wasn't. Why are you spouting sports cliches all of a sudden? And for some reason, she's acting shy about it.
勝負ごとに勝ったときは、こうやって賛辞を受けるのでは？
Only if you're a professional athlete with muscles where your brain should be.
そうだったんですか。私、風見さんのおかげでまた一つ賢くなりました。
Alright, Sachi, what do you want us to do? Not that I hadn't noticed before, but Sachi's knowledge of the world is decidedly warped in many areas. So, what's my punishment for losing?
それについてなのですが。
Sachi's words trail off hesitantly halfway through the sentence. What's wrong? Haven't you made up your mind yet?
いえ、そういうわけではないのですが。
Let's spit it out already.
では、風見さんに勝った私のことを褒めてもらってもいいでしょうか。
She just wants praise. That is adorable. Huh? Unable to comprehend Sachi's bizarrely simplistic request, I answer with an incredulous grunt.
やっぱりダメでしょうか。
Before I decide, I'd really like to hear why you chose that, of all things.
それは風見さんに褒めてほしいと思ったからです。
You want me to call you a good girl, don't you? Oh boy. Alright. Yeah, and I'm asking why.
これは自分でもどうしてなのかわからないのですが、風見さんに褒めてもらえると胃の上のあたりが温かくなるんです。
Sachi's tentative, questioning tone suggests her own understanding of the matter is still incomplete. But from our interactions to date, I'm well aware that this girl never tells a lie. Which would mean these are unquestionably her true feelings. Do you feel the same way when someone else compliments you?
それもよくわかりません。この学園に転校してきた当初は、天音さんやみちる様から褒められることもあったのですが、最近はそういう機会も減ってきているので。
Well, I guess I can understand that. After a while, your actions do tend to inspire concern more than gratitude.
そうでしょうか。
Yeah.
その境目が難しいです。
With those words, Sachi closes her eyes and sinks into thought. Well, the request itself isn't unreasonable, and it wouldn't be particularly unpleasant for me, but...
Save するわ。
That was fast. I'm gonna assume if we praise Sachi, that'll get us onto her route. If I ask for an alternative penalty, it's gonna not get us on her route. We'll see. We'll ask for an alternative. Personally, I'd prefer a different penalty, if that's alright with you.
そうですか。では、風見さんとの再戦を要求します。
An interesting choice. Can't say I was expecting a second round, but... if you're that caught up on the game, Sachi, I don't mind giving you another match when we have the time.
はい。では私も明日からなるべく時間を空けておくようにします。
You're seriously fired up.
やぶきですか？
Fundamentally, Sachi seems the same airheaded girl as always, but... judging from this highly out-of-character assertiveness, she must have gotten quite fond of mocking a strange game.
二人ともまだ残ってるかな。ないない。いなかったら部屋への没入サインを出すだけなのよ。誰にだろう。
お、いたいた。
I did not know what Amane wore underneath that top. I didn't know she had pants with a belt undone. And also the top button undone. Those better be just really tight pants, because otherwise they'd be falling down. Yeah, falling down pants ain't comfortable. Makina returns from the second floor only a few minutes after she left. This time with Amane in tow. What's this? Makina, please tell me you're not thinking of adding Amane into the game for a 4-way battle royale.
Ah, 目を輝かせてるさっちゃんには悪いんだけど、私が来たのは別の用事なの。
An errand?
そう、今日はさっちゃんとユージをスオー家の夕食に招待しようと思って。
Not that you inviting us to eat is particularly rare, but what's with this formal invitation? Some special occasion?
それは自分の胸に手を当てて考えたらわかると思うけど。
Just as instructed, I put my hand on my chest and searched for the answer in my heart. Does lub dub have anything to do with it? 'Cause that's all I'm getting.
はあ、どうしてそうベタな反応になっちゃうかな。
Kindly stop heaving sighs in my direction. As I told you before, I'm a surprisingly naive soul. Please spell out the situation for me.
だってマキナに入れ知恵したのユージなんでしょ？
Huh? Oh, tacos. Ah, so we're talking about the tacos here.
そのおかげで料理を一つ追加することになったのはいいんだけど。
Did you end up making too much and now there's enough for 4 portions?
一人分だけ作るのは食材がもったいないから多めに作ってみんなで食べてもらおうかなって。
Now I see. It's an idea very typical of our frugal-minded Amane.
だからちゃんと責任取ってね、ユージ。
Do me a favor and don't say stuff like that with a blush on your face. It's seriously bad for the heart.
もう釣れないな。
Also, I've already finished with the prep for my own meals, so...
私も下準備はできているので。
じゃあそれ持ってきてよ。私が美味しく調理するからさ。
Impressive resilience. But I suppose it's only to be expected of a veteran resident of this school.
へへ。今日娘は意外に根性据わってますね。
Tell me something. In Kyoto, do all the girls cackle like murder?
というわけで2人とも参加決定だから。
Amane closes the matter with a link that reads, I'm a harmless little girl. It's distinctly unconvincing. Also, nauseating.
ユージ、顔が白くなってるけどどうかした？
I swear, this woman.
じゃあ完成まであと30分くらいかかると思うから、もう少しだけお外で遊んでてね。
What? Are we in grade school now? Want us to go run around the playground until it gets dark?
公園。
そんな顔しなくても大丈夫だよ、お兄ちゃん。その間はもちろん5色プレイプラスでデュエルなのよさ。
For some reason, Makina mimes the motion of flipping cards off a deck. Since when did that game involve cards? And so I was once again dragged back into the soul-crushing game in question, mumbling complaints all the while.
おはよう。
セーブするわ。
I'm still in extreme typos? Oh, there's still more to this one? Alright. Yeah, I did feel like it was going by way too quickly. Yeah. Answering Michiru's greeting, then winking in response to Sakaki's silent glance, I make my way to my seat. A perfectly normal morning so far.
うえーす。
みんな、おはようだぽん。
At least until Amane and an oversized puppy arrive on the scene. Apparently, this school is truly tolerant in regards to pets on campus. Perhaps too much so. Maybe it's a marketing strategy to differentiate them from the crowd, like those Animals OK cafes.
お兄ちゃん、おはようなのよさぽん。
So you're pretending to be a puppy now, huh? Just for your information, ending your sentences with weird little barks makes you sound like a complete mental case.
それは言わない約束なのよポポン。
So she was aware? By the way, young pup, you done with extreme typos already?
それは昨日までの遊びポン。今日からは動物擬人化プレイが流行るのよさポポン。
Anthropomorphic animal roleplay. Oh my god.
この子、遊びを思いつくのも早いけど、飽きるのも早いから。
Amane's words of explanation seem to carry a tinge of exhaustion.
皆さ
ございます。
She's still doing the word game. Seems one person hasn't gotten with the times quite yet.
そういえば昨日はなあなあな感じでお開きになってたっけ。
Just as Amane says, our Extreme Typos marathon continued well after we'd finished our group dinner. Once Machina started complaining about being tired, everyone wandered back to their rooms without any firm conclusion to the game.
そういえばそうなのよサポポン。ってあんたたちは何落ち着いてるのよ。早く指摘してあげないとずっとこんな喋り方になっちゃうかもしれないでしょ。
I mean, calling you Michiru-sama? What a quirk. Oh my god.
それに何か問題かありますか、みちる様。
あんたがそれを言うか。
Oh my god, she's cracking up. Calm yourself, Michiru-sama.
もうリセットリセット。誰かサチの設定をリセットできるボタン持ってきて。
Amazing.
セーブする
Is it the end of Extreme Typos now? Yes. Okay, perfect. And I will use this as my chance to end. So yeah, that's all I'm going to do for today. We're set up now for 3 of the 5 routes. So the next stream, I'll get myself that the next stream I play this, I will set myself up for the 2 remaining routes, and then we will choose which one to actually do. Probably gonna end up being Michiru, in all honesty. Because I'm kind of liking her the most. Alright, I'm gonna go through my schedule now for the rest of the week. Where is it? There it is. Alright, so obviously no stream tomorrow. I have something to do that's probably going to take all day, so I'm not going to stream, just in case, just because I know I'd be interrupted a lot, that's all. Unfortunately, because next week is March break, I'm going to be quite busy at work, so streams will be very, very limited. In fact, I'm only streaming for 2 days next week. Sunday to Tuesday, there's no stream because I'm working in the morning, getting off in the afternoon, and will probably be very tired. Excuse me. Wednesday, we'll go back to SD Gundam. We'll do the Iron-Blooded Orphans, challenge mission thing, and then if I'm really feeling up to it, probably won't be, though, because it's going to take a long while, try to do the last one. If not, we'll save it for another time. Thursday and Friday, no stream, because same deal. I am working in the morning, going to the afternoon, and will be quite tired. And then Saturday at 10 a.m., we'll go back to Kingdom Hearts Rechain of Memories. I'll probably try to remember to grind a little bit, so I have more levels, maybe some more cards and stuff, so we can easily take care of Vexen and continue the story. If not, well, see me fail against a cackling madman with an ice shield. Just gonna go check the wonderful world of this. Yeah, there's absolutely nothing. Right? Yeah. Alright. Yeah, so I'm just gonna end here entirely. Thanks everyone for watching, commenting, and lurking. I do appreciate it very much. I hope you all have yourselves a great rest of your day. I'll see you next time.